Merry Christmas! If you guys are on holiday and having a great time, MSI are here to bring some joy to your Christmas holiday. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the like button that's underneath this video as you're watching this. I want to see that like button go up during this live stream, and make sure that you subscribe to this channel. We've got a couple more of these that are happening over the course of next year, the beginning of next year. Plus, we are giving away a ton of really cool gaming stuff throughout this live stream. So I hope you guys are ready for it. But just to give you a little bit of a taster, we do some amazing stuff that I don't think I've seen in a live stream before. The first thing that we do is we head out to Chaos Computers, a computer shop here in Cape Town, where two of South Africa's top Fortnite players compete using only their arms. I'm not lying, it's something you have to see. It's called our No Hands Challenge. If this does well, we might do this again. Just let us know if we should do this again, and just tell us in the comments below. And then we also go to Playtopia, which is the biggest indie game convention in South Africa, to go check out some gaming fans and just spread a little bit of MSI Christmas joy. You're gonna see what that's all about. First up though, let's check out this No Hands Challenge. It is time, it is the moment to do the No Hands Challenge. This is the first time that I think I've ever seen this in the gaming scene, and I'm very proud to be bringing it to you because we have two of South Africa's best Fortnite players, Mark, aka Fresh, and Claudio, aka Clouds. I'm going to include all the links down below so you can see how great they are at Fortnite, and they're going to be doing something very special. So how the No Hands Challenge works is a player needs to sit with their hands behind their back like this in the front seat, and the other player sits with their hands through their arms but cannot see the screen. The player with their hands behind the back needs to give call-outs for the player behind them so that they know what to do in the game. And they're kind of like obviously at a handicap because they don't know what's happening. And it's really, really fun. I can't wait for you guys to watch this. All right, so if you guys do this, this is gonna go viral. We got it. Okay, so two of South Africa's best Fortnite players are gonna show us what it takes. You're playing arena, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We don't want to like contest this.
You just tell me when to drop, but we need to get at least 1 kill spawn. Just send me there. Chief, tell me when to drop.
Look left. Jump. Look down.
I see the techniques.
Walk forward. dive. Yeah, there we go.
Glitch.
Yeah, what is
Okay,
it?
look up. Okay, left. Down a bit more. Yeah, there we go.
Am I going straight?
Yeah.
Where we landing?
Left a bit, we're going in the middle loop like. Right side? Yeah.
Now listen. This is a bad job. Surely you're gonna be contested, yeah?
We need at least 1 kill spawn, but you gotta tell me if someone's contesting.
Alright? Yeah, there are 1 or 2 people.
Have we hit the floor yet?
Right side, go right, look right. Open the door, left. Here we go, inside. Left side, left, yeah, open the door.
Standing
Right.
Pro tip,
Yeah,
don't
left,
have
you in. Look down. Got the chest, look left. Left, there's weapons on the floor.
Should I pick it up?
Yes, slot 2.
Do I have a gun?
Yeah, look right.
Yo, you hear anyone?
Yeah, look right. Right, ADS right. Look down a bit. Yeah, you're chilling right a bit. Yeah, there we go.
Just scream when you walk through the door, I'm gonna start spraying, bro.
Right, yeah. There he's right there, he ran forward.
What's that shoot? Tell me when to shoot, dog.
He ran away, okay, you can go. Go left. Look left.
No! I died. You didn't call out,
You
bro.
ran like hands, you ran out.
He was waiting. I was so patient.
Oh my god.
You made me wait so long, and then I'm pushing
Okay, you placed 36. So let's do round 2. In the last round, Mark and Clouds got to level 36. That was their positioning. That's kind of where my positioning is. You know, it wasn't quite a victory royale, but without seeing the screen, I think that was pretty good. Let's see if they can beat that this time. I want to see some skills.
Jump, deploy, yeah, okay,
Boy.
Look right a bit.
Super mining. You're
Left
super
a bit.
mining.
Look mine. Look left a bit. Yeah. Left, left, left. Right, right. Right.
Why are you landing hot? What's the stretch here?
Right to see.
Gotta put me
Look
on my
right,
gun.
look right, look right. You literally right, right, right. Sprint right, sprint right. Look right, look right. You have a triangle out.
Pick away.
Left, left, left. You're not bowling now. Just pickaxe, swing.
Where's the guns?
Look left, look left. Swing, swing. Look left and swing. Okay, go forward, forward, right. Right, right, right. Stop moving, stop moving. Go right. Forward, 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 yeah.
Forward.
Yeah, yeah. Go right, look right. Look right again.
Going up the
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah. Look right. Swing.
There's the chest. There's the chest.
Look down and swing. Yeah, yeah. Carry on. Go forward, forward. Swing. Okay, you just open the chest. Look right. Yeah, yeah. Pick up, pick up. Yeah, you got a green burst. You're not in zone now.
Number 2 though. Hey, number 2 slot.
Yeah, yeah. You have a fishing rod in slot 1.
I don't know how I'd be able
Look
to
right.
do this on my own.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
Swing.
like if they get a couple of kills, this might go viral.
Yeah, you have fishing rod out. Okay, walk forward a bit. Yeah, yeah. Pick up, pick up. Right side. Left. Yeah, yeah. Pick up. Left, left. There's minis on the left. Go right. Forward, right. Forward, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right there. Carry on. Going. Look left.
A little bit like
Yeah, yeah. Pick up, pick up. Drink minis now.
5.
That's in your. Yeah. Your shotgun's in 3 and your arrows in 2. You're chilling now. Okay. Go to zone now. Just walk right.
There's the chest. There's the chest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go
Might as
right.
well take it.
Right? Yeah. You're going straight to it. Carry on going straight. You eat it. Yeah, you just open
Yo,
it.
yo, 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 yo.
Blue it or take it into slot 1. Blue it
Am
or
I in slot 1?
you slot 2.
No?
Go right a bit. Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, forward, forward. Pick up, pick up.
Yes,
time.
No, 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 no.
Just once. Now you're chilling. Go forward now. Jump, jump. Now right. Right again. Okay, you're going to zone. Right again.
Is this my shotgun?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right again, right, right, right. You're walking like next to zone.
I think the trick to this is to make sure that you've got
So this is my AR
basically a
left,
shotgun in
left,
an
left,
easy to select slot and an
Yeah,
AR in an
right,
easy
right,
to
right.
select slot.
Right,
The
right.
higher the color,
Yeah.
and that color is going to have to be
Right,
determined
right,
by
right
the
again.
person making the callouts
Yeah.
because the
You're going straight
person
to
you
the
can't see doesn't know what kind of
This is
weapon they've
AR
got.
shotgun.
So I think that's
You're
the
holding
trick.
your
They
burst.
can stick to a
That's
shotgun
not
and
two,
cause some
it's not
damage.
three.
That spray
Where's my shotgun?
should get them in the close quarters.
First.
Alright, currently they're position 40, so
Yeah,
it's
so
close
just turn
to
around.
number 37. So we'll see what they are capable of doing
Dang, double edit.
in the next
You-
little while. They're
you
about to
see
hit this edge of the circle, which means they're going to be safe from at least the storm, but not necessarily all the other players that are coming.
Box in.
Jump, walk forward and jump. Yeah. Stop, stop, stop.
Stuffing.
So now turn around, ball the wall. The right side.
No.
What?
Did I box in?
How did you do that?
Done.
Am I boxed?
Yeah, yeah. You're in a garage.
Can I cone myself?
You have a cone? No, no, it's fine.
Am I cone?
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Just stop.
Yeah, he's just flexing.
Am I in?
Sunday.
We don't have time for chest. We're 150
I think, can you hear the chest?
Yeah, yeah. So like walk back. Look right. Look down. Down more. Yeah, forward like 1 centimeter. Yeah, yeah. A little bit. Look up. E. You got a big pot. Yeah, you drink it.
Yo, did I pick it up first time? I'm mad, dog. Oh, we got full shield, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We're chilling.
Pick up your knee again. Yeah, chilling.
Right. So it's the pump.
Yeah, yeah. You're looking at a wall now.
They've just hit level 26. If they hit level 25 in arena mode, they get 60
Yeah.
points.
We're in the one by lazy.
But that means
Oh,
that they're in
we
the
had
top
my job.
quarter of players that have obviously been
Mine,
competing in
mine.
this particular match, which is really impressive, seeing as though one person
Forward
is
and pickaxe.
not seeing the screen and the other person is not physically
pickaxe,
playing, they're
yeah.
just giving call outs. It's good
Yeah,
teamwork.
yeah.
This is probably a good way to practice with your squaddies.
Dude,
Look left.
I'm looking left.
Look right. Yeah, you're fine now.
Top 22, top. Like,
We got placement. Next is top 15. We gotta push. Yo, we gotta win this game.
Right, I think there's a 5 there.
Do you have my shotgun out, bro?
Yeah, yeah. You buy a yellow house now.
Okay.
Look right. Right, some more. Right. Yeah. Left a bit. Right. You start running
Straight.
to your wall next. Yeah. Open. To the blue stack on the floor. Down. Open your shutting slot. Look up, look forward. Left. Yeah. You're chilling.
Pick it up.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh!
There's a person look left.
Where,
He's
bro?
trash.
Am I golden?
Yeah, you're chilling.
That was like where is he, bro?
It's fine.
Come.
He's not near you. Just trap. Walk back.
I want to laser him.
He's on there! Okay, study out.
Get out.
Yeah. You're running at him. Like, in his direction. Behind you. Shoot. Look right.
No, bold.
Bold.
I'm bolding, dog.
Yeah, you're in a box. Mini up. 5.
Dog! I'm a mini.
Yeah, you mini. Slot 3. You only have 1, yeah. You want 130 HP now. You can edit the top wall, the top thing on the wall. You just open your phone.
Close.
Now you're chilling. Okay, you're in a box, this is gonna be hard. Okay, just look down a bit. You're in an edit too. Press edit. Do not reset, just normal edit, yeah? Now slide right. Yeah, there again. Okay. Yeah, edit.
I do it.
Yeah, run forward.
Oh, we get
Run
another.
right. There's another guy coming, so you got
Behind you.
hold behind you.
Comes, bro. Tell me where he is.
You automatically run forward, just run left, look left. You're chilling. Look right. Look up. Yeah, stop jumping. They're fighting, you're chilling.
What's my health?
100. And you only have bandage. You have 0 mats now.
I got my shotgun now.
Yeah. Oh, they're fighting there.
There's another one. Bottom right.
Just run forward.
There's a guy. Manage to build it. 2 people.
Look right. Pull AR. Right a bit more. Slot 1.
Down.
Look down a bit. Yeah, spread. Move right. Press D. He's white.
How close am I, dog?
Okay, reload, look left.
Where is he?
It's fine.
No, he's white. We gotta push.
He has max.
It doesn't matter. He's white.
Oh my god. You're not swimming, you're swimming. Jump, just carry on jump.
I'm jumping, bro.
Yeah, you're chilling.
Where is he?
There's other people behind you, stop your back. Okay, there's bushes in front.
They're currently
Inside.
top
Just
10.
carry on running.
9th position. There's a lot of like one-on-one team fights that are going on right now. But they're in the top 10% of players that have competed in this match. And they haven't like really like.
Where am I, bro?
There's 2 people with different hands, like a
Look
ventriloquist.
left. You know my big bush camp?
Where's the big bush?
Yeah, left a bit. That. Yeah. You in it now,
I'm in a bush.
Yeah,
What's
chilling.
my health?
You're still on 100. You just on zone, but it's fine.
It's my AR reloaded.
Yeah, you have no spare ammo. 23.
People should have got that kill. Did I hit him?
You're in 33 wide.
Yo, there's a lot of mats inside a bridge.
Nah, this.
Oh, but I died. You didn't tell me, bro.
You just jumped, you just two-shot.
Top 7. Okay,
I'll take it.
so Mark is currently leading, right?
Yeah.
He's top 7. You guys are gonna have to swap around,
Yeah, brother.
and yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Chilling.
So now it is Clown's turn. Mark, you're gonna have to perform for Cloud Hard. You gotta be putting that captain-like teamwork shots calls going.
You got this.
Yeah, I want to see this. I've been really looking forward to some really high-level players, by the way, because they are such great players in the country. To see this kind of player in the last match, where
The 200 ping, bro.
Mark got up to 7th position on 200 ping, not seeing the screen, is really impressive. So there's a lot riding on this. He's got to beat top 7 is like, that's obviously 100 players is top 7%.
Where do you want to jump?
It's gonna be a challenge.
Alright, let's play frenzy, dog. I'll tell you when to jump. Get ready. Okay, jump. Down, straight. Okay, look a bit more up. Then left. Perfect, you got the best jump. This is my jump. A bit more up. Then left. Okay, deploy. Space. Alright, look more forward. Alright, okay, you can underdeploy. A bit more left. Okay, space. Okay. It's kind of contested, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, no one's leading red one. Okay, look right. Bit left. Bit left. Okay, stand still. Just wait. You can go straight down. Look left. More left. Okay. You hit the floor, goes forward and left.
Where am
Frenzy. Look left.
What part of the ball?
You're not in the bond yet. Go left. You gotta go in before you get shot at. Okay, left. Good left.
Exposed, my bro.
Okay, jump. Go right, hard right. Okay, going up the stairs. Yeah, there we go. Left. Okay, right. Right again. Someone's coming. Okay, right a bit more. Forward. Spam E. I mean, open. Wait, look down. Behind you, bro. Look, turn around. Okay. Now open. Pick up the weapon. There you go. Okay, one. Open your slot. Okay. Now turn around.
You have to engage.
Okay, there's gonna be someone coming soon. So just turn around. You got a grey pistol. Okay, he's gonna come up the stairs. Look a bit left. Look left. Left. No, you're not holding your gun anymore. Bro, one. Okay, no, don't shoot yet. Don't shoot. Reload. Okay, look right. You're gonna kill him. I guarantee you're gonna kill him. Okay, left. Okay, left. No! Dude, he had a burst. He held you at such a bad angle.
Look, top 65. That was.
That was a good round. Okay, number 2 contestant.
Okay. So if you had to give Cloud some advice on call-outs, what would you need? What information did you think you lacked?
I know like everything off part. I know the buildings and stuff. So just say the exact building, and I'll be able to know left, right, stairs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Next round. So that was a little unfortunate. Getting a great pistol at the beginning of the match is not an ideal situation. Predominantly because it's weak, and secondly because it's high accuracy. And when you are not looking at the screen, you don't necessarily want a high accuracy weapon. You might want something like a rocket launcher, right? But I don't think you're going to get that at the beginning of the game. Or a pump action shotgun. So, round 2.
You can always rotate to the waterfall.
Okay, I want to see some big plays now.
Let's get it, we're gonna get some kills in. Alright, jump. Okay, look forward. But left. Oh, we're chilling. Perfect job.
Yo, look at that. Great comp.
But more upper. Alright. Tell me what to deploy. I deploy. Okay, go forward. You're not going forward. But left. But right.
Ah, I see. You got the house over there?
There you go. There's animations. But more right. Right, so you're going straight over the, what the zip line is, close to French, you know where you like that. Okay, you're like right over the house, which got a high drop, so just let it float down a little bit. Okay, a bit more forward. Okay, go forward, I'll tell you to stop. Stop, turn left. And you're gonna break into the house. Go forward. Look up. You're not at the house yet. You're like meter. Go forward. I'll tell you when. No, just hold W, bro. Okay, break now. Alright, perfect.
Look at that tree creeping in the bottom of
Right,
it's a horror movie.
Okay, go forward. Get in the house. Okay, now you're just gonna go through the door. Okay, jump. Look left. Okay, open the door. E. Okay, go forward and right. Okay, straight. Go straight. Right. A little bit. Okay, down, look down. And you're in the house. You're gonna go to the corner to your left. Okay, go a bit forward and then look right. Okay, now pick up it's a grey SMG. Okay, pick up the ammo, the gun's a bit more forward. And right. Yeah, pick it up, there you go. Okay, now you're gonna look left. You got the SMG, in your hand.
Make sure bullets down.
Forward. Back to your injured wood. Forward, I'll tell you when to stop going forward. Okay, you're axing the floor, you're chilling. Here you go, axe. There's a few walls here. You should get some gang wood now. We made top 35 with this gang wood.
Yo.
Okay, go forward.
33 people alive, eh?
Okay, we're gonna get you. Okay, stop axing. Look up. Left. Okay, a bit more down. Okay, you're gonna sprint forward. Go forward. Okay, you're holding your shotgun out. Look left. Okay, you're gonna go up this hill. Go. Jump. Use the car. Right.
Nice. Those are good shots. Those are good calls.
Okay, you're gonna pull out your stairs. Do you know how? Okay, perfect. Hold once. Okay, look down a bit. Okay, go forward and hold the bolt. Yeah,
oh, you can just hold it?
You're chilling though. Okay, press quickly.
I was just click.
No, hold.
I'm the loser.
Okay, go run it forward. You hold stairs. Now jump. You're chilling, bro. You went up the hill.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're on a mountain now.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna camp in the building actually.
Which one?
Go straight. The main waiting wood building. It's weeping wood, not that.
The old one was weird.
Yeah, look left. Okay, you're going into the entry. Left. Okay, stop moving. Okay, look down. Left a little. Now you're looking eye level. Okay, go forward. Okay, do you know how to crouch? Okay, go and look left a little bit slightly. Okay, right a little bit. Okay, axe, I need to axe. Okay. Yes. Stop. Okay, go forward. Crouch. Left. Look left. Your eyes. A bit more.
Turn.
Yeah, turn it. Look down a little bit, bro.
Okay, you turn it straight for this. Come on.
Okay, look a little bit down. Alright, you're under the staircase at Weeping Woods. You're gonna hold the angle. Just go a bit more forward.
70 people alive.
Alright, if we get zone, we can win this game, bro. Okay, stop. Okay, look left a little bit. We're chilling. You're gonna hold the right angle, so just look right a little bit.
Right angle. Which stair? I'm behind like a.
There's main stairs. Now
So
you're
if I know
looking.
you, am I going into the stair?
No, it's like this entrance on both sides of the stairs, and you're under it.
Okay.
So you can either hold the left angle or the right angle. But I say so. Just look down a little bit. Put more down. Right a little bit. Right a little bit. Down. Go down a little bit. Put left. Alright, you got zone, bro. You're chilling. Left. Okay, there. Now you're holding the angle. If someone pushes off, then you want to shoot.
So top 16, they're getting somewhere. This is the really high position to be.
Okay. We're on edge of Weeping Woods.
And
so
also,
we're center.
I think they're on the 5th circle at this point, which means that the storm is just coming in. It's getting a lot smaller. They're in it. They're safe. They're in a bunkered down position underneath the staircase, which means that they've only got 2 entrances or exits, however you want to see it, points where enemies can get through. So it creates a nice choke where they can, just kind of blind fire and hope for the best. They are going for eliminations though.
Okay, so people are fighting. You got top 15. You're gonna rotate now, bro. You wanna rotate early or late? What do you think? Alright, let's go early. Look a bit left. Okay, got a break. Alright, go forward. Okay, stand up. Look left. Look left more. There's someone coming in the building. Down. Look down. Okay, down a bit more. Okay, hold this angle, bro. Dude, that kid sounded good. Because we got so many points from placement last game. We're on a higher division now. So the play's gonna be better. Alright, you're gonna go forward a little bit. You can stop ADS and straight. Okay, you can start walking forward. Right a little bit. Alright, perfect. Straight to the
Keep this parallel.
right. Okay, yeah. You're looking straight at the body level of someone else if they're there.
Top
Alright, if you
6.
have an AR, you can tap that. It's fine. There's basically RPGing in front of you going crazy. You're just chilling because you're in the bush. Okay, the next zone's half and half out, dog, so let's pray you get it. These players are good. No, they're not good, but like, they've got it.
They're better than people.
They're not brain dead, yeah.
Yeah, with no arms.
You didn't get half and half out. You're gonna have to rotate it. I don't know if you rotate early or late. Are you gonna go hard rotate right? So look right. Okay, sprint, bro. You gotta go forward. Space, look right. Okay, go straight, bro. Look a bit down. You're gonna have to hold up. You're gonna have to go fast, but this is your rotation. It shows if you win or not. I swear I wish you had sprint fast.
A fraction to the left.
Look a little bit left, yeah? Okay, you're going up and through. Oh, okay, sprint, bro. Okay, go forward. Jump. Okay, look a bit down, bro. Keep jumping, go forward.
Left.
Yeah, okay. Look a little bit left.
We have to build here.
No, okay.
And there's a drop.
Okay, you're going into zone. Stop here. Okay, you're gonna have to build up, dude. This is so hard, bro. Okay, box in. You're getting shot. Left, you're getting shot from your left, bro. You got a box. Okay, look down. Look down more. Okay. Oh, you gotta build right in front of your wall. Okay, you're chilling. Z, shield up. Okay, look left. Bro, you're in half and half out, but you gotta get more in. You're like a little bit out. But you've coined yourself also. Okay, hold your shotgun to your left. Look down. Right a little bit. Okay, spray and look down. Spray, look down.
Oh, top 5 placement.
Let's go.
Well done, guys. Well done.
You're coming way better than mine.
Well done, brother.
Woo! That's it. That concludes it, and it was such a great way, I think, to scrim.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's a new thing. We kind of just came up with it, and I thought it was a cool idea. And I can't wait to see many people do this on YouTube. But Mark, I'm so sorry. You gave it your all.
All good, bro.
Clouds. Well done, GG, man. GG. You guys need to shake hands. You know?
Bro.
But I got something for both of you, just because to say thank you for participating and being a part of this. 2 MSI bags.
What a lad. Thank you
These
so
are gym
much.
bags so that you guys can,
Thank you so much, bro.
flex your arms.
Appreciate it.
For those of you at home who are watching this and watching the live stream, go make sure that you follow them on both Instagram and Twitter.
At the actual fresh.
Huh?
At the actual fresh.
At the actual fresh.
Cloud's YouTube, check it.
Check it. We'll have their names on the screen as well. We'll see you guys in another MSI video. Cheers.
I don't know if I could ever do that with no hands. That was crazy. Maybe it would help solve some family disputes over Christmas. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, the next one that we have coming up is Playtopia. Now, if you don't know what Playtopia is, it is set at the Castle of Good Hope in Cape Town, which is the castle that's centered in the middle of our city, and it's taken over to celebrate video games. It's the biggest indie game video game convention in South Africa, so developers and gamers from all around the world fly in to play and try out a whole bunch of brand new games, as well as just participate and meet up and hang out and be with each other. We get to hear talks from some of the world's top developers and get our hands on some award-winning products. So MSI decided to spread a little bit of Christmas joy amongst all the games there. Check this out.
We're here at Playtopia in the middle of summer. By the way, in South Africa, summer happens over Christmas. So I'm super hot. I'm glad I got my MSI cap. And Playtopia is the biggest indie games festival in South Africa. So we're gonna see some indie game developers, a lot of people that focus on gaming, and find out how many MSI fans are there. Because, you know, I'm gonna be rewarding them with a whole bunch of MSI swag. Let's go. Dom, you are the festival director here. Thank you so much for allowing us to interview you.
Pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about what Playtopia is.
Well, Playtopia is what we want Playtopia to be is a gathering of the independent gaming industry and the immersive arts industry community to have a space and an event of their own where they can come together and network, hear each other's talks, collaborate and play with each other's creations. You know, I don't feel that there's a singular event that is about celebrating the creative technological arts, and that's what we want to do here with Playtopia.
And why Cape Town?
Well, I live here, and so does most of the team. So it made, location. But also the future is that, the future ambition for the festival is for it to, attract an international audience. And I think at this time of year, Cape Town makes a lot of sense. It's easy to persuade people to come here and go
the weather's amazing.
Yeah, and go, well, come to Cape Town. We got wine farms, we got beaches, we got penguins. Everyone loves those. And so to get the speakers here and to get the visiting artists here, they're all like, oh my gosh, Cape Town, summer there, it's winter here, totally, we're coming. So I think that's also why.
The future of gaming in South Africa, where do you see that going?
Look, it's very hard to say. I mean, Africa always has her own time of doing things. You can't compare it to anyone else. But the fact remains is that it is still one of the fastest growing industries, and Africa has stories to tell. And gaming is largely, especially this kind of gaming, is about telling stories. And there is so much room for African games to be made, and the audience is there. It's like mobile gaming especially is something that is available to people, and the more that data must fall, if that happens, it will grow even more, and so I think there's huge room for growth in that area.
MSI are one of the headline sponsors of the event, so obviously MSI are proud to be here. And they are a global brand.
Yes.
So how have MSI helped empower you set up the festival?
Oh, I mean, tremendously. They basically supplied us with the ability to show the games on these mega fast, amazing computers. I mean, that's the vehicle.
They're amazing.
That's the vehicle of our event, is the quality of the tech that we have here with which to run the games, and they supplied all of that for us. Thank you a hell of a lot, MSI. You really helped Playtopia be what it is here this weekend.
Woo! Okay, cool. I'm gonna find some people here that are MSI fans, and I got some secret surprises for them.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Whoa. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What's your name?
Ben?
Ben. My name's Grant.
Oh, big fan.
Big fan?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I've heard of you.
Thank you. So I'm here, obviously, with MSI.
Yeah.
And we're currently rewarding MSI fans who have products at home or who are supporters of MSI's brand with some swag. So I've got a hat for you, but you've just got to quickly tell me, do you have any MSI products?
Yes.
What have you got?
I've got an MPG monitor. I can't remember which one.
Yes. Oh, MPG is one of the top of the range. So let me give this to you. This
Oh
is
my
our
God.
MSI hat. Look at that. Official merch. It's got the sticker on and everything. What's your favorite part of Playtopia so far?
The games are great. The talks are great. You're here.
Oh,
You're my favorite part of Playtopia.
Oh, that's nice. Hey man, sorry to interrupt. My name's Grant. What's your name? Klantler. Pleased to meet you, man. Pleased to meet you. You at Playtopia, having a good time?
Having a great time.
Okay, I just want to ask a question. In your PC setup at home, your gaming setup, do you have any MSI products?
I do have an MSI product uploaded the other day.
Oh, which one?
Mouse.
You got an MSI mouse? Well, guess what? It's your lucky day. We're rewarding all MSI fans with MSI swag as a surprise. So here's an MSI bag. Klantler, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting MSI. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the bag. Yeah. Have a good Playtopia.
Thank you.
Okay, we got to get some more swag out. Whoa, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm so sorry. What's your name?
I'm Nick.
Nick, I see you've got a nice GS65 stuff MSI machine there.
Yes, and I love it just a bit. Yeah, I recently upgraded.
Oh yeah?
Beginning of the year, and yeah, it's awesome. I'm very, very happy with it. It's light, it's thin, and it still manages to pack a punch. So, I mean, while I mainly use it for a work machine, I still can do some gaming on it, when I have time. And yeah, it's one of the best laptops I've ever done. Very happy.
Well, we're here, I don't know if you noticed, with MSI, and we're here rewarding fans for MSI. So here's a fancy MSI mouse pad. Thank you. Thank you so much, Nick, for being such a big supporter.
Not a problem. Thank
Okay, look, I'm so sorry, man. Sorry to interrupt you. But my name's Grant, and we're here with MSI.
Yep.
We're celebrating MSI and all the fans from MSI. Are you perhaps an MSI fan?
I am an MSI motherboard.
You've got an MSI motherboard?
Yeah.
Wow! We're not just celebrating, we're also rewarding. I've got a PCAP MSI branded official merch. This thing is amazing. Just for you, man. Thank you. Hey, that's it. You just have to be an MSI fan. It's amazing. God, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Yes.
are you an MSI fan? Or any of you guys MSI fans?
I'm a big one.
Are you a big one? That's not, what MSI products do you have at home?
Earphones?
You got a headset?
Yes, yeah.
Well, we're out here with MSI rewarding all the MSI fans at Playtopia.
Oh, no
So-
ways, no ways. Joking.
I've got an official MSI mouse pad for you. Just to say thank you from MSI for being such a huge fan of the.
Cool, thank you so much.
I'm super sorry to interrupt. My name's Grant.
Enrico.
Enrico, pleased to meet you, man. I know you're super busy here, but by any chance, are you a gamer?
Yes, obviously. That's why I'm working here.
That's amazing.
Yes.
We're with MSI, by the way.
Oh.
And I don't know if you know MSI.
Yes.
Oh
I
yeah.
bought the keyboard just last week.
Yes,
It's
that's what I like
one
to
of the best
see.
keyboards ever.
Well, today's a lucky day because I'm rewarding everybody that has MSI products with MSI swag. Check this out. This is the MSI
bro.
official merch. Got the
This
whole
is like
thing.
so dope, man.
Dude, congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting MSI. It means a lot.
Always, always.
Okay, cool. I'm going to be hunting for some more MSI fans. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to interrupt what you're doing. My name's Grant.
Hi, I'm Andrea. Wow,
Andrea.
that's-
Sunny, I hope you don't mind us filming. We're with MSI, and as you probably know already, MSI are a big sponsor of Playtopia, and we're just rewarding MSI fans. So I have a question. Do you have MSI products in your machine?
I do at home. I do.
What have you got? What have you got?
I've got a motherboard. Yeah.
That's amazing. What's your favorite part about it?
It's so smooth. It runs so nice. It's quiet. It's the best. Yeah.
Okay, well I got something. I'm gonna give you both something because you know I'm in that space. Right.
What are you-
And so I've got a mouse pad for you guys each.
Thank you.
And these are inflatable weapons. So you can
Okay.
like beat each other up with. Don't do that. Don't beat each other up.
This is great when you leave the dishes.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm gonna give you a Lucky, just because
thanks.
that's a plushie Lucky. Lucky is our mascot at MSI.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go find more games to play and people to give stuff to.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bye.
Hi. Guys, I want to show you a surprise. Where's Luke? Luke, I need to show you somebody that I'm with. Do you know who this is? Do you recognize this hair?
Hi, Luke.
He's shy. Do you know who this is? Hey? Yeah. Yes. YouTuber. He's also a YouTuber now.
Oh, really? You got
Yes.
a YouTube channel?
Yes, Luke plays.
Luke plays.
Yes,
Luke, what are you playing? Fortnite.
Minecraft, Fortnite.
That's cool, man. All right, good luck with your future YouTubing, Luke. I'm gonna send your mom home with some really sick MSI merch. Good luck, enjoy it.
So, MSI gave me this to play with. Christmas came early, if you know what I'm saying. It is so good. This is the MSI Radeon RX 5700 XT Gaming X GPU, which is a mouthful of a name, but that's probably my only gripe with it. This is an incredible piece of hardware. It is solid in so many ways, both literally because it's a pretty heavy chap and in gaming performance. It'll be able to run anything that 2020 throws at it on maximum settings, maybe even at 4K resolutions with a decent frame rate. But the real sweet spot for this card is 1440p. And also that's a good thing because that's a sweet spot for many games. Before we get ahead of ourselves, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't yet liked it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more. Anyway, let's first chat about the looks and features of this beast, then we can chat about the specifications, gaming performance, and its affordability. The Gaming X has a sleek design, and you can really see that MSI tried to tone down the flashiness of their Gaming X line. Flashiness is not necessarily bad, it just depends on what pleases you aesthetically, like when you're looking at your gaming rig or another person's gaming rig. And for this generation of Gaming X, MSI has clearly decided that less is more, and I like it. The fan openings are now circular instead of hexagonal, there isn't as much red floating around on the front covering, and its coloring is now more silver and lighter black than the previous just solid black. It's not as in your face with the colors, and you could say that the design aesthetic is more minimalist and just a little bit more subtle. It's less all out in your face raging dragon, right? Yet again, design is personal and all depends on what you prefer. I really like the side with the fans, so if you have the ability to vertically mount it like we did on the Sakura unboxing, you guys go check that out, then I totally recommend doing something like that. The Torx Fan 3.0 fans have zero frozen technology, which means that it is the third iteration of their fan design. And the fans shut off in low load scenarios to make gaming quieter. We all prefer quieter gaming rigs. It has a solid backplate with a clean finish, building on the sleekness of the overall design, but it's not for the appearance alone, because the backplate actually helps to cool down the GPU when gaming starts, putting your machine under load. The Gaming X comes with RGB lighting. If you're into that kind of thing, it can help you match with other components on your gaming rig. It happens over here on this section of the board. The Gaming X also comes with MSI Afterburner, which allows you to tweak and overclock the GPU to really squeeze out those last few drops of FPS performance. But you can use the card with the stock settings and it will still hit everything out of the park at 1440p. Like, I can't explain to you what a treat that is. It's also AMD FreeSync compatible, which allows you to have a dynamic refresh rate that changes according to your refresh rate. This helps to reduce stutter and screen tearing to give you the best quality display finish that you can possibly get with this card and your setup. The Gaming X has a base clock of 1730 MHz and can be boosted right up to 1980 MHz and beyond, with some reviewers reporting speeds of up to 2000 MHz. It has a PCI Express 4.0 interface, 2,560 cores, a memory speed of 14 gigabits per second, 8 gigabytes of DDR6 memory, and 256-bit memory bus. This thing is a beast. The Gaming X comes with 3 DisplayPort 1.4 ports and 1 HDMI 2.0B port. It has HDCP support, it will consume a maximum of 225 watts of power, and has 2 8-pin connectors, and is recommended that you pair the card with a 750 watt power supply, which really, if you can get that, will lower the cost of your PC if you don't have to get a 1000 watt power supply. The Gaming X is rather large. Its dimensions are 297 by 58 by 140 and weighs a whopping 1.4 kilograms. So make sure that you've got enough space in your gaming rig for this guy, because he's going to take up a bunch in your case. But trust me, it's worth it. The Gaming X supports DirectX 12 and OpenGL 4.6. It is multi-GPU DirectX 12 compatible, which means that you can pair it with another AMD GPU if you want to go ham. So if you can afford to get two of these, your computer's just gonna explode in the best way possible. That's not a bad thing. Explode as in like go into space, because it's so amazing. And you don't need a bridge or connector to pair it, which you traditionally do, which is a huge bonus and just helps the reliability of the setup. The card can support up to 4 displays, it is VR ready and can pump that maximum digital resolution up to, catch this, 7,680 by 4,320. That's basically 8K. I was gonna say 4K, it's basically 8K. But my suggestion is that you keep it at 1440p, because that's a sweet spot for most games and you want to get the most frame rate out of it, especially if you're playing competitive games. If you would like to go deeper into the specifications, I highly suggest jumping over to Hardware Unboxed or Gamers Nexus for a fuller explanation of the technical side of this card, and just to see how incredible it is, to see what hardcore tech journalists are talking about. Now we get into the part of the video that matters for a lot of you. It's the gaming performance. The card can have a sleek design, it can have all the technology in the world in it, but if it cannot perform, then at 1.4 kilograms, you might as well use it as a doorstop, because it would not be worth putting into your gaming rig. But I've got good news for you. This thing works extremely well with modern games. It achieves well over 60 FPS in these 3 titles at maximum settings in 1440p, so you will have no issues with the smoothness of your gameplay running 1440p at 60Hz refresh rate, which in today's gaming is probably the resolution that achieves the greatest balance between image fidelity and performance. 1440p is crisper than 1080p, but it's not as taxing on your hardware as 4K. The card is probably a little overkill at 1080p and may be stretched in some titles at 4K and will drop below the FPS, the 60 FPS mark then. So 1440p is my sweet spot. Again, yeah, that's the sweet spot. In terms of temperatures under load, the Gaming X never went above 68 degrees Celsius, which is super cool. This is in keeping with the MSI Gaming X legacy of excellent aftermarket coolers. To boot, the card is also extremely silent under load, reaching a maximum fan speed of 1,300 RPM, which translates into 40 decibels, which is in fact, and we researched this, the equivalent of the ambient noise heard inside a library, according to industrialnoisecontrol.com. If you don't believe me, check it out for yourself. It's extremely quiet. So, in conclusion, the AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT Gaming X is in the high-end gaming range of GPUs, but you get what you pay for. It is sleek in its design, it's got some excellent features, gaming performance at 1440p on maximum settings, cool temperatures, and silent fans under load make it well worth your hard-earned money. I can't stress this enough. This is probably like one of the most groundbreaking cards to drop in recent history. And if you are an extreme gamer and willing to spend, then you cannot go wrong with this card. So the AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT Gaming X gets my vote as a banging high-end GPU fit for any gaming rig. Now to play some more games. This is the MSI Optix MPG27CQ monitor. It's got RGB LED lighting on the front, and it's not a gimmick, I promise. I'm gonna tell you why and a little bit more, so don't go anywhere. So the RGB LED light bar on the front side, is it a gimmick? Is it useful? Does it get in the way of immersion, or does it hurt your eyes? You may be asking all of these questions. Some of them are silly, but don't worry, I'll answer them. Let us get into answering these and also dive into some of the more common features of this monitor so that you just have a better overview of why it's such a beast. First up, let's get into the looks and features. The 27CQ has a solid metal monitor stand with the rest of the exterior of the monitor made of different types of hardened plastic. It makes sense to make the monitor stand metal for increased support and stability. I suspect that the hard plastic exterior of the monitor shell is to save on weight, and I think this is extremely important when it comes to not only your desk, what your desk can actually handle when the monitor's standing on it, but if you want to put it onto any Visa wall mount. Remember, you don't want to put an ultra expensive monitor on something that's going to fall off or that it's harder to find. A lot of Visa wall mounts have a limit to how much weight they can take, and you don't want an unnecessarily heavy monitor. Also, like, you're going to be taking this thing to lands, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to flip and drag like 20 kilograms out there. The monitor stand can be adjusted to provide for height, tilt, and swivel, and this is helpful if you want to use it for design or for editing or just enjoy your monitor in any weird configuration, upside down, on the side. You know, everybody's got their own flavor, but you literally can have it with this guy. The 27CQ has a pulsing RGB sprite on the back of the monitor, which may not appeal to some, but I freaking love it, especially if it's propped up against the wall. You get a little bit of it reflecting in and around the room, but it really puts a stamp onto what the monitor is. It doesn't get in the way of the gaming and just adds a little bit of flair to your setup. Literally, just if you can, RGB all the things. This is great for streamers and content creators or people who just want a flashy PC setup. I do like the MSI badge that is placed on the back as well. You can see it's really done tastefully, and it's confident, it's official. It just puts a stamp of like MSI quality on it that, you know, a lot of companies will try to hide their logo. The 27CQ has a small red movable knob on the back right side, which is easy to access, and it should be, because the adjustable knob acts like a 5-way joystick to help you easily navigate the MSI OSD, which means on-screen display. The 27CQ is truly unique, as I haven't seen a monitor that has an RGB light bar at the bottom front side, ever. It's called GameSense, and the great thing about GameSense is that it has a purpose. It's not just for show or to make your monitor like appear more colorful, although I think that's a plus. Looks really attractive. It actually has a positive impact on the games that support it. RGB lighting has taken over PC games lately, so it's amazing to see an RGB LED effect that actually helps the gamer in the game. GameSense can show health, can show ammo, headshots, kills, cooldowns, money, and more depending on what game developers are using and implementing in their games. They have to work with GameSense, but when you get it, it works incredibly well. GameSense is supported right now by Dota 2, CSGO, Minecraft, and there was talk of PUBG adding some support for it. And there's a bunch of other games and services like Discord. It's really helpful. If you aren't convinced by now that GameSense is a cool feature, you can simply turn it off and it will be no bother to you, and your 27CQ will just turn into a normal curved screen. But I like that bar. My recommendation, keep it on, be the life of the party, stand out, and get more information. The more information you have in-game, the better you will perform in-game. The 27CQ comes with AMD FreeSync technology, which drastically reduces stutter and screen tearing during gameplay. FreeSync matches the 27CQ's refresh rate with your AMD GPU's frame rate, and FreeSync runs across the entire 144Hz spectrum of the 27CQ, which means you will not need to scale down the refresh rate to maintain immersion if you are experiencing stuttering and screen tearing and higher refresh rates. The MSI OSD is easy to use and made even easier by the addition of the red joystick-like knob. You can easily calibrate your display to suit your viewing, editing, or gaming needs. The MSI remote display application allows you to calibrate your monitor from your Android smartphone. How sick is that? So if you are a professional gamer or professional designer, you can have the colors as color accurate as possible just by using your phone. The 27CQ has an option in the MSI OSD to enable a crosshair overlay, so you no longer need to put a dot of press stick on your screen to improve your aim when your crosshair is removed. Gone are those days, lads, we all did it. Okay? We all did it. The 27CQ also has MSI anti-flicker technology and blue light reduction, which reduces the fatigue caused by screen flicker and blue light on the color spectrum. These effects are not normally noticeable to the human eye and not noticeable in the case of the 27CQ, but can cause eye fatigue over prolonged periods of use if your monitor does not have these technologies built into it to combat these effects. The 27CQ has a 27-inch, hence the name designation 27CQ, frameless and curved 2560 by 1440 wide quad high definition VA panel. It has a refresh rate of 144 Hz and a response time of 1 millisecond, giving you superb performance in high-paced esport gaming titles like Overwatch and Fortnite. Get this, it outputs 400 nits of brightness, has a 178-degree viewing angle and 3000:1 contrast ratio, which means that you get vibrant colors and deep blacks, which really make objects pop on screen. The panel has a 1800R curve, the industry standard, which is the radius of the monitor, and is treated with anti-glare to help reduce the effects of direct sunlight on the panel. The curve helps with gaming immersion because it's easier for your eyes to take in the entire screen with a curve, because there is the illusion that there is less distance from one end of the panel to the other, so your eyes don't have to travel as far to view objects, and this really helps when you are looking at items on your HUD or your heads-up display in certain games. You know, they're always on like the other sides of the monitor. This doesn't mean that the panel is smaller, and if it is, it's within like a 1 or 2 millimeter margin. It's nothing. The 27CQ has one 1.2 DisplayPort and two 2.0 HDMI ports, and both can run 144 Hz signal. It has 3 USB ports, 2 USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type A, and 1 USB 3.1 Gen 1 Type B PC to monitor. These are great for cable management and plugging in your keyboard and mouse if you just want to make sure that your cables are out of the way. It has one earphone out, one microphone in, and one audio combo jack PC to monitor. These are all extremely helpful when you're putting your setup on the desk. The 27CQ consumes a maximum of 90 watts of power, which is very low power and can save you money on your power supply. Usually with 2K and 4K monitors, the response time can be high, sometimes as high as 6 milliseconds due to the high image fidelity, but the 27CQ really sets itself apart in this area. With its 144 Hz refresh rate and 1 millisecond response time, there is no problem with input lag. The monitor's response rate does not feel sluggish and is a perfect match for the competitive gamer and serious professional. There is a 1-to-1 ratio between your mouse movement and the corresponding movement on screen, and this is really puzzling because this monitor has a really high image fidelity, so you're getting the best of both worlds. Most times, manufacturers trade good image fidelity for a low response time or vice versa. But that's not so with the 27CQ. MSI have somehow managed to give you great image quality and excellent response time in one monitor. I don't know how they've done it. I don't know if they're part of the school in Hogwarts, or if they're using some kind of magic or some kind of science, but look, I'm very grateful and it's phenomenal. This brings me to the conclusion. The 27CQ is clearly a high-end to ultra-high-end gaming monitor, so you are getting high image quality and low response time. In saying that, if you are an enthusiast level gamer and have the cash to burn, you really cannot go wrong with the 27CQ, as MSI have not shirked quality in its design, the technology in the panel, image quality, or response time. So you're not being hard done by with their asking price. There will not be a scenario where you feel disappointed with your purchase, and the monitor is stable and sturdy, so expect a lot of years out of it. In my book, this is a top quality monitor and a perfect buy if you're willing to spend the cash. And lastly, I think it's a great example with the GameSense bar underneath the screen of innovation that MSI are doing. Being able to include that as some form of input, an extra bit of input that didn't exist on any other device around you, just makes it so much easier to play with and really focus on competitive gaming. I play a lot of Overwatch, and that kind of thing would really help me in Overwatch with GameSense implemented in it, because it just gives you more information. If you speak to any StarCraft player, any Dota player, any League of Legends player, the more feedback you get for what's happening in the match, the better. And the monitor is not only giving you the highest image fidelity, the lowest response times for when you click for esports, but also more information. It's not the only thing that's going to be winning. It's going to be you in game. Woo! Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have not liked or subscribed, please do. We've got so many of these coming up. Obviously, this is one of my favorite live streams because there's just tons of giveaways, there's tons of fun to be had. If you guys haven't yet hit that subscribe button, please do. And then let's see how many likes we've got at the end. Just spam the comment. How many likes are we on right now underneath this? Please just spam that. We are going to be doing a ton of exciting stuff next year, so make sure that you've got those notification bells set and that you can see what's going on before anybody else does. It's worth it, trust me. And I will see you guys in the new year. I hope you are having an amazing Christmas with your families. You're having a great time chilling out. But most importantly, well, at least for me, most importantly, you're having a great fun playing video games. What games are you currently playing? Tell me. I want to know. Down below in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Cheers.